up, you guys? Welcome to the Jumbo Slice Workshop. I got something really cool for you today from Knipex. That's right, Knipex. You say the K. German engineered, German made tools. Knipex specializes predominantly in pliers, cutting pliers and stuff like that. So anywho, we have some cable shears for you. I got two different styles of cable shears from Knipex. I have the single blade 9511165, so 165 millimeter length. And then I also have, this is cool, this is a little different variation of the cutting cable shear here. This is the 9511200, so it's taller, but it also has the twin blade on it. So we're going to talk a little bit about that once we get further into the difference between these two tools and what they're going to do. So what makes it cable shear versus a diagonal plier? Well, it's actually the style of the blades on it. They're designed to not so much pinch the wire but cut through it. Now these are the hardened steel that we have on these cutters. It's designed for copper and aluminum core wire. So nothing strengthened, hardened, no steel, so not for cutting coax cable and stuff to that nature. Predominantly wire, copper wire. Now, you do get a very clean cut with these, and part of that is to the curvature of the blades. It encloses around the wire itself, and it cuts very cleanly, not pinching. So they're very sharp. It's almost like a scissor for wire, if that makes sense to you guys. Now you're going to pay a little bit more money. These run around 33 bucks for these. Now the single blade ones, these are for your smaller gauge wires. I want to say the maximum recommended capacity is 1930 seconds, or it says, looks like a gauge of 1. So you can cut some pretty big stuff. But for example, I have this Romex here, which you can't quite get around on the single blade. You can get a good grip, and you can wrestle with it, come around, widen it on again, come back. And you'll cut it. It'll pinch a little bit. You're not going to damage your blades. Now, this Romex here, it's, I think, 8 gauge stranded, and then it's got the grounded core in it. That's what we go to the twin edge. Now, the twin edge is an upgrade. These run about 56 bucks for the dipped handles. You're probably pushing about 70 if you get the multi-grip. Where these are 33 bucks for the dipped and 45 bucks if you want the multi-grip. Now, I love the dipped handle of the Knipex. It still has good cushioning. It's not real hard or anything like that, and it actually holds up pretty well. So moving to the twin blade one. This is actually designed for larger multi core cables. So it's not like a big MCM cable cutter, you know, where you need the ratcheting stuff. They have really high-end versions of these, but you're doing a lot of stuff with this. The top part of the blade, it allows you to start cutting the insulation away. So I like to kind of cut around a circle. You can kind of feel it cut through. And you'll notice that it'll actually leave a little bit of hole. So it's not going to totally cut the gap of that. So once you slide into the bottom part of the cutter, you can finish your cut all in one hand like that. So it's a very nice solution when you are running a lot of Romex. Pretty easy to do. There are a lot of different options for cutting, but my fellow Knipex lovers, well, you're going to love this one because it's pretty painless to do. So you can't really do this with this. This is for lower capacity, single wires, where the double edge is really going to be good for your wrapped cords and stuff like that. So like I said, head over to Casey Tools. They provided these pliers for this video here. This one runs about 53 bucks. This one about 33 bucks. Electricians, you guys, you know you want this stuff in your bag. You're going to pull into the job site. You're going to have the guys with the rusty tools. Not to name any names, but you know, the guys that have the cheap Harbor Freight tools, rusted, chips in the blades. You pull these out, you're going to be cutting circles around that guy. So these are all made in Germany. Very quality blade to it. They're actually pretty sharp. You can cut other stuff with it, but stay away from steel. It'll start to chip the blade. Now, if you do go to the double-edged one, you can still cut small wires. There's nothing to say that you have to cut the big stuff with these. So you don't necessarily need to have both sides. You know you want both sizes. So these are available in a whole wide variety of options. You can get these in spring-loaded or with the locking version. These basically, you can just get 3 different grips with this. You can get the dipped, which I like. You can get a multi-grip, and you can get a VDE as well. Same with these, dip, multi-grip, VDE, and then the locking and the spring. So they are awesome to have in your bag. I highly recommend at least getting the small pair if you're working with a lot of small wires. But the guys that do step into the big stuff, it's a good option for you to have. So that's all I got for you guys. Head over to Casey Tools. Get yours today. Don't forget to get a whole lot of other tools because it's really easy to spend a lot of money there because, well, look at it this way. They got awesome tools. So thanks for watching.